Hello everyone, this is Clausius, and I am back with an update video for the Western Dawn Challenge, and this is a week before the event. It's the 25th, and I wanted to give you guys an update 1 week before the challenge starts on the 1st about all the stuff that's been happening because it has changed drastically since the first video where I had a prize pool of $100 and I was like, hey, I'm going to sponsor some Dawn players to do a thing. And then it blew up into something I could not have imagined. And I cannot tell you how appreciative I am of all of the sponsors and all of the support we've come in for this challenge. It's become so large that I actually think the Western Dawn Challenge is no longer a good name for it, but it's too late to change it now. So I guess everyone involved is now a Dawn or something because every rank is included into this. There's prizes for every single level. And let me go through the changes one by one in order to give you guys the information, hopefully, that you might need to understand what's changed. So, to reiterate from the first video, the challenge is to play 100 games in the month of February of 2021. Originally, I was going to give a $100 prize to the Dawn players who played the most games. The spirit of this event is to encourage people to become more active in the Western Go servers like KGS and OGS, etc. However, um, I have noticed that this has become a little bit bigger than I anticipated. So rather than just the Dawn players receiving prizes, you can see here that the banner of the old video is $100 in prizes. Now it's a prize pool of $1,550 thanks to all the sponsors and all the support that has come in. So the spirit of the challenge still stands. I want to encourage you guys to play 100 games and be an opponent for 100 people, or like a few games for the same people. That's fine. Just be an opponent at least 100 times. That is the spirit of the event. Just to play as many games as you can. And if you want to go beyond the spirit and actually try for prizes and stuff, then play as many games as you can in the month of February on any Western server. I believe the common servers are OGS, KGS, Dragon Go server, and now Color Go server, which is also added to the challenge and will be accepted as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and go through it. First, I want to talk about the announcement I made on here. I will not be taking any more prizes or sponsors for donations. Unfortunately, it's become so big that I have a notepad of all the sponsors, and it's actually becoming a little bit difficult for me to keep up with all of these sponsors. So, in order to not lose track of the money and lose potential prize money, just lost in communication, I've decided that this is good enough for this event, and I want to give you guys more prize money, but I also don't want to lose track of stuff. So uh, I'm only one person, and I apologize, but this is going to be the final amount that I will accept, simply because it's just becoming a really large, and it's a lot of people contributing, and I want to make sure I keep track of everyone and don't lose any of the money. So I will not be taking any sponsors, but if you would like to support the event, you can do so by just spreading it around and encouraging your friends and your community to play as well. And again, I want to specify that this is not to ask people to not play on Asian servers. It's to ask people to not exclusively play on Asian servers, but to also play on the Western servers to support the English-speaking community playing games. Now, I want to clarify, Asians are welcome in this event and are eligible for the prizes as well. It is not specifically Western players, it's just the Western servers that I'm trying to support and support the communities and the development of that. So let's go ahead and go down to the prizes. Actually, I will mention that you do have to sign up. I I don't want to force this, but I kind of have to. I already have 160 plus people signed up on this form. There's going to be no way I can track every single account on all the servers to figure out who played the most games. If you want to be eligible for prizes, you have to sign up on this form in order for me to check your usernames and whatnot. An update on the form: if you haven't already and you filled it out, or if you've already filled it out but you haven't included your usernames for other servers, like CGS just came out. So if you have a CGS username that's different than the other usernames and you want to update that, simply fill out the form again, and under usernames, put duplicate or update in caps, update in caps or duplicate in caps, just so I know that you have already filled it out before and I can just replace it with that. If you don't, I mean, I think it'll still be okay. It's just going to give me a lot more work to track down duplicates. But that is a way that you can add on if you want to play on multiple servers. For the combined prizes, I will be counting all the games played on all the servers that I have access to find and count and everything else. Um, I'm going to do my best. I can't promise perfect results because I'm only one person, but I am going to do my best. I'm working with the owners of the servers who are going to help me count the games of all the players in the event that have signed up. And I'm going to be just using those usernames, and we're pretty much going to be doing queries on the databases, and then the ones that are the most, I'm going to be going in, checking for any breaking of the rules or any AIs or any cheating or any bad juju and any of that. And I'm also going to have some people helping me out look through that stuff, and also some people help me out looking through for special prizes and stuff like that. So that is something that I'm going to do, but I have to ask that you fill out this form simply because it's just too many people to keep track of. I need some way to track every username, and if you have a different username on different servers, please fill out this form and just write duplicate. It'll save me a lot of trouble in tracking things down, and it'll also help your overall count for the combined prizes. Now, getting to the prizes. For the Dawn Division, we have OGS, KGS, and CGS combined. This will include DGS. I know a few people are going to play on the Dragon Go server. That one's going to be a little bit more difficult for me to count, but because I'm not so used to it. But I am going to say that one is allowed too. If there's any other servers, please specify what server you are playing on. Only the Western servers will count. But in the form, please specify what server you are playing on if it's not one of the top three. If you're playing on Dragon Go server or some other Western server, you have to specify that, because I'm not going to track down 160 plus usernames on every server that I don't know exist or I don't play on. So please, 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 just to help me out, please specify what servers go with what usernames, etc. And I'll try to add those up together and have all that in a spreadsheet written down. For the combined count, whoever has the most, that will be eligible for the $150 prize. And there will be a first, second, and third. In regards to ties, I believe we're going to say whoever has the most wins will be the tiebreaker, just in order to encourage people to try hard to win. I don't expect a lot of ties, but just in case, the tiebreakers will be the most games. If there's the same amount of win percentages, or the same amount of wins and losses, I might do a special event and do a playoff or something, but we'll take it case by case basis. Going on down, we do have OGS exclusive prizes. If you have the most games in the 3Q and above, then you will be eligible for $100 from the OGS prize. And the extra prizes do stack. So if you have the most games combined and the most on OGS, that will stack on top. So you potentially have, I think, the potential for 250 plus CGS, so maybe $300 for the Dawn division. If you have the most games on, like, I guess OGS and CGS and all combined. So yeah, there is I do want to mention that KGS did also sponsor it, but they wanted theirs to be more for everyone, not more server exclusive. So even though this looks like OGS and CGS sponsored and KGS didn't, I want to clarify KGS did also sponsor this event. So big shout out to them and thank you so much. So yes, 150 for first, 50 for second, 50 for third, and then first, second, third for OGS only, and first for CGS only. For the single digit queue, it's quite similar. It's 100 for first combined, 50-50, and then on OGS exclusive, 100 for first, and then 50-50, CGS 50, and double digit queue, it's the same as a single digit queue. So that's kind of the breakdown of the prizes. Now, there are some questions about what rank do you qualify for if you change ranks. I am going to take this on a case-by-case basis, but the idea is whatever rank you played the most in, that's the one you are. So, for example, if you're 5Q and you got to 3Q, then you're probably going to be in the single digit Q division. However, if you're 4Q and you got to 1 Don or 2 Don, then you'll probably be in the Don division, right? So it will be on a case by case basis. I'm going to try to put you in the division I think is most fair, and the one you played the most in. But worst case, like let's say you tied for someone, then we probably will do an honorable mention just to make everyone have a eligible prize. But like I said, it will be on a case by case basis. We have some extra money to work with that just in case some weird stuff happens. Hopefully it'll all be pretty straightforward, but just in case we do have some bonus stuff to work with to deal with that. So whatever division you are mostly playing in, that is the one you are likely to qualify for. And also, I think some people asked, what about correspondence games? They do have to finish. That is in the rules down here. They do have to finish within the month. If you started it before the month, I did rule that we will accept that. But you can't do stuff like resign early, and you can't just launch a bunch of games and with quick time and have a bunch of timeouts. Those kind of go against the spirit of the event. And I do have a rule specifically for do not defy the spirit of the event, which is to be an opponent for other people. First and foremost, this is not about gaining prizes or giving out money. It's about encouraging people to be an active player in their community, to give games and give yourself as an opponent to other people in your community. That is first and foremost, and anything that goes against that, the spirit of the event, will likely not be eligible for a prize. So I will be looking for like 90% win rates. You're not going to be eligible. So if you have trouble, if you're ranking a lot, if you're 20Q on CGS and you want to play at single digit Q, please message the admins and have them help you, or try to get it fixed, or maybe even change your make a new account at the higher rank. 90% win rates are not going to be eligible for this. I don't think that sandbagging to a bunch of people is going to be a good opponent for other people. Now, with that being said, I will have to be careful about OGS, I believe, because I think there are some mid dons that do have some high win rates. But I will be looking at accounts per account and then having some moderators help me check, and we're going to be really going through the accounts that are going to be eligible for the prizes with kind of a fine-tuned comb. So just keep that in mind. We will be looking very closely at your accounts if you are eligible for a prize. Now, going on down to streamers, we do have a streamer prize. Now, to qualify for this one, you pretty much have to stream. I'm going to rule that even if you're a new streamer, you'll still be eligible for this, but you have to stream at least on a regular basis, like at least once or twice a week. Simply because there are streamers who do this regularly, and they're probably going to be considered more than other streamers. However, just because you're a new streamer doesn't mean you are not going to be eligible for this prize. So if you're a new streamer and you say, I'm going to play hundreds of games to qualify for the streamer prize alone, you can qualify. Just make yourself a streamer account, and I want to support streamers, Ghost streamers, being part of the community, being active in the community. I do want to support that. So streamers have their own exclusive prize, sponsored by yours truly. And if you get the top 3 games played, you will receive a $50 prize. I am not the only one who sponsored this prize specifically, but I contributed. So yeah. So we do have a streamer exclusive prize. You do not have to stream every single game that you play. That is, I think that's way too much to ask. You just, stream some of them, and I think it'll be fine. We do have a prize for everyone. This is everyone who achieves the challenge of playing 100 games will get a discount code at store.baduk. So big thank you to them, and shout out to them for their store. Store.baduk.club. Everyone who meets the challenge criteria will get a discount code if I'm able to contact them. And if you meet the challenge criteria and you don't get your code, contact me in a couple weeks after the challenge finishes. Give me a few weeks to get caught up in everything. Honorable mentions, we do have $100 reserved for honorable mentions, or like maybe some tiebreakers or some special cases. We do have extra $100 reserved for various things for that. Here are more of the rules, and the rules did get updated a little bit. I tried to clarify the time and tried to answer a lot of questions that I received, so the rules might have changed since you last read them, so please reread them. Pretty much it all just goes to clear, like, more specific, specifying like ways to make sure you qualify and don't do anything that defies the spirit of the event. And I do have this one rule down here: do not find flaws with the rules that defeats the spirit of the challenge. If you read all these rules and you find like one quick way to like maximize your games and don't break any of the other rules, just so that way you can get the money, but it kind of defies the spirit, which is being a good opponent for other people. I do have that rule, so I can handle it on a case by case basis. If I see people just not, contributing to the community and just doing it just to get the money, they won't qualify because that defeats the spirit of the event, which is to be an opponent for the community. So I do have this rules for anyone who, and I have heard several ways to cheat in this challenge that people have informed me, and I will be looking out for. So if you find flaws with the rules that I have not specified, I will be looking for that as well, and I'll also have other people looking for it, and having some moderators check stuff. If anyone does defeat the spirit of the challenge, you will not qualify for prizes. Um, I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. This event is to support the community, not to give someone lots of money. All right, highlights from the original video is here. And yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else any other questions I might have. Oh, I do want to actually give a quick shout out to the people that have signed up already. We've had, I have to show this off stream. Yeah, it's not on stream, or off the recording. We do have 168 responses thus far, and the month hasn't even started, and I expect it to go up even more within the next week, and some more, a little bit more even into the month of February. What I want to look at is actually, out of the 168 people, 35.1% are 3K to 9 Dawn Plus, so basically the Dawn division. We have 28% in the single digit Q division and a 36.9% in the beginner to 10Q division, so the double digit Q division, which is a very nice split. 35, 28, and 36, I think, is very, very close split. I think that's awesome. I'm actually very, very happy that I reached as many Dawn players as I did. 59 Dawn players, 47 single digit Q players, and 62 double digit Q players, and we have a very nice spread, and I think that's just awesome. So thank you everyone for who has signed up, and thank you all who will sign up in the future. And yeah, hopefully this event will be really, really cool. Some notes about the aftermath of the event. It will give me a couple weeks to get through like all the counting and getting all the prizes out to everyone, and posting the results. It's going to be a little bit of work to go through hundreds of people and get all the games in order and then double check all the profiles and everything else. So bear with that. And basically, we're probably going to not host this exact event again, but likely what I'm wanting to do, what I'm wanting to see happen, and what I'm going to help encourage others to maybe help them make it happen, is take the results from this event and maybe make something like this or similar on a long-term basis in the future. This is not an actual and set in stone plan, but my current idea is, because I already think the event's going well, is to maybe do an event like this maybe once a quarter, so once every 3 months. I think having it every month would be a little too much, but also having it maybe once a year would only encourage people to play once a year. And I kind of want to encourage regular activity. So what I may negotiate with some people is maybe trying to do this event once every 3 months. I don't expect the prize pool to be like this every single time. I think that's a little bit crazy, but maybe we can get some regular event in the future just to encourage being more active in your community. I don't think it'll be as large as this, but hopefully this will encourage more activity later down the road and create some long-term, long-lasting effects in our communities to help grow and support our communities. If you guys have any more questions, post them on the forum or in the comments below, but I've been trying to direct everyone to the forum just to make it easier on me, so I have one location where I can check everything. But yeah, hopefully this answers a lot of questions. I know it's a long video. I apologize for that. But I wanted to get all the points out there about all the updates. And yeah, this event has become so huge, and I'm very thankful for everyone's support and everyone's interest in this, and your supporting your community. So yeah, good luck in your games. I hope to see lots of great games. And yeah, just thank you all for being a part of this. I think it's great. If you have any questions, again, post them on the forum. I will be checking this as much as I can. And then if you need something from me specifically, you can also message me on Discord. But yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time.